Hey guys, it's Richly at Forex Academy and I'm with you guys today, and the host, which is me, is known as Richie K. George. I'm back to you guys with another content and another technical analysis for the pair US dollar CAD. So let's get into the video. The pair we're looking into today is the US dollar CAD, and I'm gonna give you guys a quick short video. I don't want this to be very long, but it's a technical analysis for the US dollar Canadian dollar. So last week we have been having fundamentals, right, affecting the market, and we all know that news has very high impact when it comes to the market, especially this Friday. Last week's Friday was the U.S. non-farm payroll news. So that indicator has a very big impact on the market. So today, this is Sunday of February 3rd, and we're going to do a technical analysis on the pair of the US dollar Canadian dollar, which is going to give us a little food for the next week. Okay, what we'll look into here is we realize that we are in a trend, that the market has been, moving in a trend form, that we can look directly at it right here and see that it's a trend. So like the market has been moving in a bullish way, that we are moving up. We're having higher lows and higher highs to higher low, and we have another higher high right here. I have a higher low, higher high to this point here. So how we'll look into the market for the next week, like all of you, I know most of the traders will be asking themselves, what do we know? Like, what is gonna happen next week? Now, what we're gonna do here is gonna have a short technical analysis session that we're gonna perform right here. Now, we'll look at the areas of the market that has been touching, and that we are aware that we're in a trend, and we know that we're in a trend, but because we have high and lows, higher highs and higher lows, and that's how we know that we are in a trend. Because we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, we have a higher high, we have a higher low, higher high, yep, and higher low, and then a higher high. So this indicates an uptrend that we're on, right? Because we are in an uptrend. Now, what I actually am expecting from the market is that we're gonna drop, because we have a possible engulfing candle in the monthly. So this indicates a new trading month of the period so occurred. But today we're just gonna look at the daily chart and the weekly chart. Now, what I actually see on the charts, what I actually analyze here is that my perspective is that the market is actually going to break out from this point here. The market will break out to this point. It will fall because we have a bearish triple top. So what we expect here is the market is actually going to do this here. Right, it's gonna make a pullback right here, as we all have experience with pullbacks and how they occur. What it's gonna be like is let me get the color straight here. It's good to know what we're doing and what we're indicating. So the red lines, represent the way down. The black lines represent the way up, speaking of the bulls. And right now we're speaking of the pairs, so these lines must be in red color. Yep, there we go. So the market is actually going to break out of this trend, and it's going to fall because we are expecting, and what we can actually see here has already occurred in previous charts, and it's a matter of repetition. As how can I know this? We can just look a few moments ago. Just look at this place over here. Just look at what happened over here. So what happened over here is actually going to happen here. And what we expect is the market is actually going to at least drop to this point here. And this can be confirmed in the daily chart and in the weekly chart. The market is going to do this again. So we're going to have like some sort of a W pattern or something. Yeah. So let's get back into the daily and finish drawing this correctly. So the market will do this, might reverse back to this point here, and it's actually going to have drops to this point here. Let's I'm gonna do this in the weekly chart. The weekly chart, yes. Okay, let's go back to the daily. So we'll be looking at the previous trend and what it's been doing. So yes, it broke out here, and it broke out here. Exactly. Where I'm actually drawing the zones based on what happened in the last trend, which is this trend right here. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm actually looking at. So what we expect here. So yeah, so this will ultimately reach here, you know, and it might pull back again, might pull back to this point right here, and this is because of, yep, to this point here. And we are looking at this, we're gonna say that it pulled back to this because of this right here, this point right here. So we'll be looking at this point right here. This is what's gonna actually happen here, and we're gonna have another drop there. So yeah, so that is how I see it. And this right here doesn't mean that the market is actually gonna do what I'm actually leading into, but we do have chances of, you know, actually going in the way we are analyzing it right now, that we still have chances for the market to move in our direction in the way we predict it to be. Yeah, but this is how I see it. So we're gonna have a final drop, which is up to this point over here. This, I think it might touch this area right here, but I'm not actually quite sure, but that is exactly how I view it to be like in the next week. Let's put this in red real quick. Yes, so this is how I see it. So this is how it will go. So this is a daily chart, and this is how I see the USD card. This pair is the US dollar Canadian dollar CAD. Let's look at the weekly. It's exactly the same thing as you can see in the weekly. Like, it's almost the same kind of view